Now we have this guy. He is I don't know like why he's wearing a headband, but okay. So there's this guy. Now we have this guy on a separate layer. Like, what does this mean? When we look at these two eyes right there, they're basically just saying turn off my layer, make it invisible, or turn it on. And you see the background is staying. Now what happens when I remove the background? Oh, we have our famous color checker background. Now what this color checker basically says is I am transparent. Like, my alpha channel is at absolutely 0. Now don't worry about the word like alpha channel. I didn't say anything, forget about it. It's basically just saying I'm invisible. So I really don't want to make it complicated. And now we have an option here which is called opacity, and that is very, very important, like when it comes to layers and working with layers, as it's basically controlling the intensity of the layer. Now I don't know if people use this more regularly, more often, this word opacity, but I would just to make it a bit more casual and understandable, I would call it intensity. And you can basically change this intensity by just going down with a slider, and you can see you can make your lines more or less intense depending on how strong it gets. Now why is it even efficient or important to work on different layers? Now let's say we want to give this guy some colors. Now basically we just create a new layer. That's it. We just create a new layer, and now we see this layer is on the top. And obviously we would know when we draw with our colors right now, they're just going to be on the top. So let me just demonstrate that real quick. Let me just maybe select a nice like oily artistic brush, something like that. And now when I just draw, you see, oh no, he's like I'm just overpainting him, and I don't want that. Okay, so I'm just going to take that layer that we just created and drag it below. Okay, now just to give you the full workflow and the more efficient workflow and the overview, I'm just going to delete this layer. I'm just going to drag it onto this little trash can down here, and like while having the background selected, I'm going to create a new layer. And you see the layer has just been created above the layer that was active before. So keep that in mind. Whenever you create a new layer, it will be created on top of the one you have selected before.